everyone, welcome to the Art of Performance. Today's guest is not just a leader, he is a warrior, a strategist, and a living example of calm under fire. With over 22 years of distinguished service in the Indian Armed Forces, he has operated in some of the most elite and high pressure environments imaginable. He has served with the NSG, that is the National Security Guard, the legendary Jat Regiment, and the Army Ordnance Corps. From planning complex missions in hostile terrains to leading men in life and death situations, he's seen what true leadership is from very close. And he understands the trust and performance under pressure, what that really means. And now, in his second innings, beyond the uniform, we are finding those battle-tested lessons which can positively impact the life of our entrepreneurs from his experience. In this episode, we dive deep into how to lead a high performance teams, handle pressure like a soldier, and advance with a purpose towards our goals, even when there is a lot of chaos. So, whether you are an entrepreneur, a team leader, or someone chasing a mission of your own, you are going to walk away from this conversation deeply inspired. So, I welcome to the show Lieutenant Colonel Jeet Raju, a true embodiment of discipline, grit, and mission first leadership. So, welcome, sir. Welcome to our small effort to motivate our entrepreneurs and the people who are into this journey. So, first of all, I would like to know that if you can tell something about your journey and how did you join armed forces?
Thank you, Neeraj. Thanks a lot for having me here on this platform and giving an opportunity to speak to you and others who will be listening to this podcast. So, before I start we both being part of the armed forces, I'd like to give my homage to the 28 martyrs of Pahalgam and our brave armed forces for their successful Operation Sindoor. I really salute them for the wonders they have done all through the years and continuing it with this Operation Sindoor today. So coming back to your question, my journey has been a lot of it's a journey of passion, you may say. So while I'm a science graduate from Agra, and during my school days and college days, I just had one ambition, career ambition, that is to join the armed forces. So I pursued that and got it. Incidentally, I had another in life to do an MBA, which I actually fulfilled in the later part of my life. So about my journey for joining, like once I was doing my graduation, then I actually appeared for the combined defense services examination, qualified it, appeared for the SSB interviews, and finally, as a copybook thing, I joined the armed forces where it was a complete change of cultures. From a laid back college student looking forward to nothing but just our own day routine, here I was like pushed into a routine which was rigorous, lot of discipline, lot of challenges for a guy like me. And initially, I must confess that it was very tough for me, the training part. The training is really something which actually will dwarf anybody's thing. So I actually then, after some time, we get used to it. We build close bonds with our batchmates. And that's how we started enjoying the training. And towards the end of the training, we are all set. We are all changed into uniformed professionals in army, and I actually enjoyed looking back at the training. I actually enjoyed the training a lot. So then I was commissioned into the Army Ordnance Corps with a 2 year attachment into infantry, where I was with the legendary 11 Jat Regiment. That was actually the turning point of my life. Jat Regiment gave me so much to learn. My commanding officers They imbibed me with a lot of positive values, how to overcome challenges, how to take them, how to build a team. All that was through the my tenure in the Jat regiment. And here I am after 22 years of my service. I'm here speaking to you about team building.
That's very great of you, sir, to understand your journey. And I want to know that how should a leader motivate himself and his team players when the pressure is high and the stakes are high and the time is less? How should the leader motivate himself and his team players?
See, this handling pressure is a virtue. So when pressure mounts on you, only the clarity is remaining. The clarity therefore becomes your anchor. A leader is not one who shouts louder. He's not there to become a leader by shouting. He rises by being more calm. You should, as a leader, motivate your team, reminding them by what you're fighting for. Like in army, we say, Naam Namak Nishan. Same, be it a mission, a purpose, or any other, or about each other. As a leader, we must keep motivating our team, reminding of these things.
So it means that
Then, the,
clarity makes you gravitate towards your main aim when there is chaos,
exactly,
when there is confusion. Okay.
exactly. The clarity is the only thing which will remain. Then we should also take small, steady actions to build morale. Okay. Now, as a leader, you have no one else to look. So you should fuel yourself from within. You have to lead from front. You have to stay composed all the time. Then you have to be seen around with your team when your team is undergoing some challenge. This is bare essential. A leader must always remember that the best way through is always through the obstacle, not around it. It is always through the. It is said by Robert Ford, the best way out is always through. So you have to accept the challenges head on and with self belief. Now, self belief is very contagious. Once a team notices that the leader is confident and he's believing in success and he believes in himself, they'll be highly motivated and can achieve the unthinkable.
So, sir, like after now you have come to the civil streets, and is there a difference in the stress, kind of stress, which you had in the military, and now it is in the a non-military place? What is the change in the stress, and how are you now coping it? Or you are finding that stress is not that great also?
See, being in army, what I have learned is that we should actually normalize stress. We should not be afraid of it. In the armed forces, the stress is not an exception. It is expected. So the first step is to stop viewing stress as a sign of weakness, whether in army or outside. It has to be taken as a feedback. It tells you that the moment where you are, it matters. So whether it is leading a mission or you are navigating through a business crisis, that is a shift in the mindset. Just a shift in the mindset, everything else remains same. The mindset should be that this is not overwhelming. This is important. If you can consider this from overwhelming to important, that actually does the balance of it. It will make you proactive, not paralyzed. Okay.
So
Then
it
you have to manage.
so it means like what
Yeah.
you are saying, that we have to take it as a positive condition to grow ourselves, to
Yes.
personally develop ourselves.
Yes. So you have to actually manage the stress with rhythm, ritual, and resolve. You have to break, if there is a big problem, you have to break it into small steps. And you can focus on things which you can control and act. Because only those things which you can control is yours. You have to mold the controllable factors in such a way that the overall problem is resolved. So the mindset is same mindset is outside the military as well. Whether in your business or in life, you'd have the first thing is that you don't freeze, breathe, break it down, and take the small first step.
So is there an incident or a kind of a mission where which you had planned and things went as per planned, but there were so many gems of lessons which on leadership. Any one lesson you feel that that mission has enlightened you about? Can you please share with our audience?
Yeah, so this mission is very close to my heart. This was during my tenure with the 11th Yard Regiment. So, wherein we were deployed at in Baramulla sector, so where we had to actually we got some inputs about a terrorist activity somewhere, and then we had to do a combing, a search operation at that area. So, I this was my first mission. So, being a young lieutenant, I had actually gelled up very well with my troops. So, the leadership, maybe at the junior level leadership of mine that time, and I was the team second and heading under captain who was a senior officer in the unit, my subaltern. So we were to go to a place, alight from the vehicles, and then first we had to walk 6 to 7 kilometers in mountainous terrain. Then to reach a area from where the cliff was actually falling down, and we had to do our combing operation from top to bottom. So this 6 kilometer in hilly terrain we had to walk. So the entire plan was made. We were all there were about 25 to 30 people in the entire, and we were to walk that area and then go down. So with me, when my commander, this team commander, asked me whether you will be able to do it, I was why not? This is what I am here for. So that's why I was selected for this. And once we reached this, what I was expecting that it would be an easy walk and easy operation actually turned out to be very treacherous. We
Okay.
all were like tired to the because of so much of treading through difficult terrain. So operation which was supposed to be a clean operation, just a walk, actually became a very tough one. So now it was a challenge to motivate the troops, make them move while motivating ourselves. Then we actually, the toughest part was to go down the hill, searching that area without any injuries, self-sustained injuries, because there may be incidents of crossfiring because the operation was to be done in dark. So somehow we could actually control our bodies. We could actually manage through the tough terrain. I had 6 to 8 people with me, keep them motivated, keep moving ahead when you yourself are under pressure. Finally, we ended up with a huge cache of ammunition, which was a big success that time. All credits to my team commander, who's actually now retired and leading a life outside. So kudos to him. He actually led the operation well, and this was my first operation, very close to my heart. Big success in this operation.
So it means
So
like
the
the people who are planning a mission as an entrepreneur, as a startup founder, people who are going and having a plan, they should be ready for surprises also. Like if they are going for that kind of a thing, it may turn out to be more challenging what they had anticipated for. So once they are going,
ex-
they should go fully prepared, like the team commander, as you have mentioned, the captain who was there. So accordingly, the person who is going into business or starting something, he should be ready for all kind of contingencies and eventualities. Am I right, sir?
contingencies are the part of any task. So whenever you are planning for a task, there has to be some contingency planning because contingencies come unannounced. You'll be planning for 10 contingencies, but the 11th one will come. So you have to be prepared for any contingency with a plan to handle that. Even if that contingency is overwhelming, you should find a way to move yourself, move your business, move your team out of it. That is what a leader has to. That is how he actually moves around and makes things happen.
So, what is your take on the effective communication part? Like people who are as a team, they are communicating with each other. So, can you throw a little light about the role of effective communication in a team?
So, firstly, what I believe is communication is not about talking more. It
Okay.
is about listening better and the ability to judge after listening. In operation, just a missed word can cost lives. In teams, a missed word can cost trust. That's very important. So you have to make clarity a habit. You have to create an environment where people hear it and understand not just the what about it, but the why about it. If you can do that, you have achieved everything in a communication. Your team is well aware of the plan, they are well aware of the situation, they're well aware of their duties, their task. So, as a team, you will perform much better than an, a communication which is not done correctly.
So, as we understand that communication is the bedrock for effective trust building and going together, understanding each other, not from the superficial level but from the deeper levels, that what the leader is communicating and also understanding what the followers wants to say. So that is the kind of trust which develops when we have a good communication within the team. So sir, do you feel that we should have a daily routine or a ritual to shape up the team culture? And can you share a real life example or something where you felt that yes, a small little ritual or routine is very important for a team to come as a good fit?
See, if being in army, we have always been part of rituals and rhythms. So, rituals actually build the rhythm of a team, and the rhythm is one which builds the trust. Like in my unit and in any other army unit, there are morning drills which are done, which last time like a physical training to a weapon cleaning to any drill which is done in the morning, which is not just an activity. This actually fosters unity regardless of our role. I am a major or a colonel, and the other one who's a Jawan of the unit. We all are training together. We all are doing that work together. So, we being training together, doing this task together, we are united. And these rituals are the one which build our identity and a sense of belonging to the overall aim of the unit or the overall organization. In any team, the routine becomes the invisible thread which is holding the culture of that organization together.
Very well said. So it's quite insightful that the routine of that team of that structure is itself a ritual. It's itself a way to remain connected and do the work for which we are aiming for. So, sir, in this today's world, so many people want to do big things. They want to dream big. They want to achieve things. So, what is your advice to young leaders who are leading teams or has a dream in today's scenario?
So, like all those budding young leaders, your dream is valid, but the discipline you have is the one which will define it. You should not be waiting for inspirations, but you should build habits. You have to let go of your ego. You have to lead with empathy. Ego will kill the leadership, empathy sustains it, nurtures it. Leadership, remember, leadership is not about being followed, it is about lifting others even when nobody is watching. This is very important. Especially look for your weakest link, lift them up. You should not leave them behind. Start where you are. with whatever you have, and lead with an intent, lead with a purpose. Only then you will be a successful leader, a leader who's liked by one and all.
So it is something like we have to have empathy along with the technicality of what we are going to achieve. So
Exactly.
empathy is something which a human factor, which is a special quality which a leader has to understand. And when a leader is leading a team, or you are coming into a startup, generally people start expecting that the person whom they have hired is automatically do everything and understand everything. No, that doesn't happen. There is a way to groom that person, as sir has told, and we have to groom that person in an empathic way so that it becomes a culture, it becomes a routine, and the venture which is going to start and the team which is building is a happy and a prosperous and a winning team. Am I right, sir? What?
You're absolutely right, Neeraj. So, one more thing, like as a leader, you should try and get into others' shoes as well. Whatever your employees are, whatever your juniors are doing, you should get into their shoes, understand their problems, because you are seeing it from a higher ground, they are working at a lower ground. So you have to have the knowledge, the experience of them. That is why you have to get into their shoe, then solve that issue. So such an organization where a leader is working as per, like, with their his team, with his colleagues, is bound to grow leaps and bounds. You see, any entrepreneur who has worked from the ground is now sitting at the top. So that is essential. You start from the scratch, move up. Don't start from top. Start from the ground.
So it is so very insightful, sir, to listen to you, to understand you, to see the wisdom which you have shared with us, and also the kind of human factors which are important other than the theories and academic qualifications. So these are the bedrocks on which a good foundation teams are built, on which the good and prosperous journeys are led. I'm very, very thankful to you, sir. Thanks for being here today. You have taken time to share your wisdom and more than 2 decades of the crux which you had time to tell us and guide our entrepreneurs and the people who are coming as young team leaders to grow and reach further in this AI world. So they understand the human factor, they understand what exactly that empathy which sir has told, the exactly the kind of things which are required, and one has to start from the scratch and go slowly and steadily towards the top, other than the reverse path. Very, very thankful to you, sir. So nice of you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.